and I can't see anything right now for the first couple seconds. It doesn't let me see what's going on. So if anybody's here, yo, what's up? How's everybody doing? I'm about to post this real quick. Let everybody know what's up, and then we'll get right to it. In the meantime, man, how have you been, yo? It feels like it's been forever since I've talked to you, man.
Yeah, it's been a while, but I've been good. I think since last time I was on the live,
Uh,
yeah, got a new house, uh,
oh,
moved into that, and just living the life that way. So
there you go.
pretty good.
How's the family and everything?
Good. My youngest is a year and a half now, so he's just growing like a weed, and
Okay.
other two kids are good. My youngest starts preschool this coming fall, and yeah, it's crazy how time goes.
Yeah, I know, man. I was just thinking, I was like, because today I was working on, like, I didn't have a whole lot of time, not as much as I wanted to, but I knew it was a lot of stuff I wanted to catch up with you on. And I was like, man, we haven't even talked since this, and this. And I wanted to talk to you a lot about figures and stuff, but I also wanted to talk to you about some movies and stuff we never even got to discuss. So I was like, oh man, we got a little show we gonna get into, man.
Well, we also got to talk about Superman versus Goku. I mean, it's all the rage right
I,
now.
yo, I was hoping that was gonna come up too. I wasn't gonna bring it up, but
So,
I was sitting
so I don't
like
have
what's up?
I don't have like a definitive answer on who's going to win. I don't want to get into that. I've just
Okay.
got funny things that I think could happen in the fight that would be
Yeah.
entertaining as all hell. So,
That's a
I
trip,
get in.
yo, because what it's funny, like I was expecting that to come up, right? So as I was setting up everything to prepare for this live stream, I swear to God, like less than 10 minutes ago, I was like back and forth, sitting here like talking to myself, like I was rehearsing for that to be a topic. I'm ready for it, yo. I'm ready for it.
Well, I've
Kyle,
been
what's
wanting to
up?
take a
My boy
picture for a
James
while.
Atkins. Wait, what's up?
I was going to say I've been wanting to take a picture for a while. Just having Superman be beat to hell by a kid
Kid
Goku.
Goku?
I thought that would be entertaining. So,
Do it. Do it. You got to do it. 86, what's up, man? He said he was coming through. I'm gonna be there for your live. Don't worry. I'm gonna keep this one right at no longer than 2 hours because I'm probably gonna be listening to your stream while I'm at the gym. That's cool with you, Garrett? Or what do
oh,
you
I'm
what do you
good.
want to
Yeah.
go by? Garrett, Dash or Salt? What is it?
Yeah, Garrett's fine. You can call me
All
Garrett
right.
or Dash,
I was gonna say
whatever you feel like calling me.
I just put your name out there, so now I feel bad.
Oh, it's good. You're not doxing me on that. That's out there for everybody to see on my Instagram. So
Oh,
no
okay,
worries.
yeah, that is true. Okay. All right, man. So first off, I just gotta ask this. These are just gonna be quick questions because I really want to get your opinion on these before we even get into anything else. First off, Shrew, what's up? But your opinion on the Batman movie, I gotta know. Give me what you
I
got.
haven't I haven't seen it.
I think you said. I think I remember you saying that. Okay.
Yeah, I have HBO Max and I need to watch it. And I'll go watch it tonight. But my
Okay.
wife also wants to watch it, and we just don't get time to sit down and watch stuff together usually. If it is, it's a short episode of something. But
I
I do
got
want to
you.
watch it. From what I've seen and not getting many things spoiled, I like the tone of it overall, and I
Okay.
don't mind Robert Pattinson from what I've seen at all. So,
Yeah.
um,
He's a beast, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, man. He's a beast. And if you've read any like Batman comics that really dive into the root of what Gotham is,
mhm.
then you will really enjoy this movie because I'm not gonna spoil for you, obviously, but like a lot of the complaints that I seen about this movie came from people that have not read Batman comics. And
Yeah.
like about 2 years ago, I really dove hardcore into DC and Marvel comics. A lot of people don't know this, but I do read DC and Marvel comics. But this movie is like a mixture of Have you seen The Long Halloween? I read it, but
Yeah,
there's a
I've
movie.
read it. Yeah.
Okay, so then this is kind of that Batman. That's all I
Okay.
want to say about it. It's that Batman. It's so sick, man.
Nice. Well, yeah, I've heard that he's a great detective in it. Like it's more detective focused, which
Yeah,
I always liked that about Batman. Like he's a detective, and as for crime fighting, he's got like an army of the Bat family characters
yeah,
that can go and fight crime and do the stuff where it needs, and he's really the brain figuring stuff out if it
right.
calls for it. So, yeah,
Yeah,
but I'm
it's
I'm down to watch more detective based Batman.
you're gonna love it then, man. If you like the detective element, then you're gonna love it, man. That's all I want to say. I just wanted to know what your opinion on it was. So that leads me to my next question. And if you haven't seen it, I understand. Your thoughts on Doctor Strange?
I haven't seen it
Yeah.
yet.
Okay. I didn't
No.
think so. If you didn't see Batman and you saw Doctor Strange, you were about to lose some friendship points with me. I was testing you actually to see what you were about to say. So that's a good answer.
Yeah. Well, I have watched Moon Knight. I've watched
Okay.
Spider-Man No Way Home. Uh, like all the Disney Plus Marvel stuff I've seen. Um, I'm up on Titans and other stuff, but yeah, just the movies are hard for me to do if it's something that's relatively new.
I get it.
It takes me a little bit of time.
So what did you think about Moon Knight?
I really liked Moon Knight. It's always just too short with Disney Plus. Like
Yeah.
I mean, 8 episodes is it's a lot of screen time, but
Mm,
I'm used to the Netflix Marvel series where they drop 12 episodes that are like 45 minutes a piece and just so well driven and written and like um just really build. Like Daredevil is probably one of my all-time favorite superhero shows, and just the way that kind of spawned out with like Punisher and stuff was just amazing. But
yeah.
yeah, every time I finish a series on Disney Plus, I'm like, okay, that was kind of quick. Like I
It
think
kind of makes me nervous because Daredevil is actually coming back. I don't know if you heard that.
yeah,
But it's going to be Disney Plus. And I'm cool with that, but I don't want it to be Disneyfied. If that's I just made that up. But I really don't want it to be Disneyfied. I would much rather they do exactly what Netflix did, make 12 episodes, drop them all at once, and let us enjoy it. Versus they do what they did with like Moon Knight and Loki, and then they give us 6 episodes, and it's mostly build up
right,
to what could come next. That's because that's what they do in terms of a lot of the stuff they've done. Like those series lead us into movies.
yeah, yeah,
And I'm
exactly. I
like,
think
man, that's cool, but I would much rather you just tell a compelling story and then have it with a good cliffhanger that leads into the movie instead of a whole story that leads into the movie. And so by the time the finale airs, you're disappointed because it's like, man, I want more, if that makes sense.
yeah, I think that Falcon and the Winter Soldier was kind of like that. They did a really good job at telling a story, I feel.
I agree.
I think Loki was all about like setup for what comes next in the MCU. So was like WandaVision was the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
Um, I think Moon Knight was a really good story too. That's probably been my favorite Disney
Mm,
Plus so far. Um,
yeah.
and the way they ended it and everything, no spoilers. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to watching more of it. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm also a big fan of Netflix dropping the whole season at once, and then I can binge, you know, 11, 12 episodes or whatever. And I miss that. And I know it works better for building up the hype and stuff, and all
Mm,
these YouTubers that do breakdowns and spoiler leaks and stuff like that, or information breakdowns and stuff like that. It adds to the suspense of it all, and they can probably bank off that a little bit more.
yeah.
Um, but I really miss being able to bust out 12 episodes of Daredevil, at midnight or 2 o'clock or whatever time it happened, and just stay up all night and watch that. That was awesome.
Agree. Fully agree. That's why I'm like a little
Mm.
bit disappointed with Stranger Things because they split it up, right? I don't know if you're into Stranger Things,
Yeah.
but it should be dropping. I think it's May 27th, right?
Yeah, I think so. Coming up. So
And it sucks. That's gonna be right when I'm on vacation, man. Because I'm so looking forward to that. But they're gonna do like 6 episodes and then 4 or something like that. But it is supposed to be 5 hours longer than the previous series, so I'm cool with that for the extra time. I'm looking forward to it quite a bit.
for sure. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, except for the fact that they're all like 19 now. And last time we saw them in last season, they were like what, 13 years old. So,
Oh,
but
seriously?
well, it's been 2 years since they had to postpone filming the show
Yeah,
during
true.
COVID and everything. So but they could easily write that into the story that they're all older now. But it's
Yeah,
been
I
so
didn't
long
even
since
think
we've seen
about
them, and
that.
they've all grown up. Yeah, Millie Bobby Brown turned like I think she's 18 now, and I think she was 12 or 13 when they first started filming. So it's taken a while, but
Yeah,
hey, good TV I'll wait for. So
exactly. It's like that, man. It's crazy because I watched this show called Shameless. Not to get completely off topic, but I started Shameless from season 1 and I watched all the way to season 11. And it's crazy. You can really see characters like, I don't know if you know the show, but Debbie and Carl, you really see them grow up. And then you have Fiona, Veronica, Kev. They look the same the entire series. And it's like, oh man, that's so crazy.
dude, I just love that she was Bulma in the Dragon Ball Evolution movie. And that's why I started watching that, and then I'm like, okay, no, this show's actually really funny. So it's really good.
I feel like they should have just left that alone. Like I feel like that they
Well, yeah, they brought Goku and Bulma into that show. I forgot.
yeah,
Yes, that
exactly.
as well. Yeah.
That movie I have deleted from my mind. Like I have gone and moved that to the trash bin and then erased it from the trash bin. Like that movie was just that wasn't even a movie.
It's grade A cinema if you like shitty cinema. That's how
I'll
I
give
feel.
you that one. I'll give you that one. What does Shrew Galaxy say? He says shows are written tightly. Ah, crap, I lost it. He said shows are written. Let me pull it up on my phone. I wanted to respond to that, but I didn't want to interrupt you. I don't even have my comments up.
Netflix shows are written so tightly, and their pacing is really, really good, especially in Daredevil. Fully, fully agree with her.
What? Wait, what is he talking about? Like Disney Plus shows or something?
In Netflix, they're written really tightly, and the pacing is just fantastic.
Oh
In
yeah.
Netflix,
Oh heck yeah.
Daredevil.
I thought that for Daredevil and Punisher, like both. It was
Season two,
episodes. What's up?
season two of Daredevil's got to be the best season of all. Like I really love season three, but the first half takes place with like hunting down Frank, and second half is all Elektra and stuff. And yeah,
Yeah.
it's just really well done. I thought it got a little bit muddied when they did Defenders, but
Mm-hmm.
introducing all these characters together, they did way better than half the Marvel movies that try to do that. So I think
You think so?
they
You what? When
I
you
mean,
say movies, you mean like Avengers?
well, Avengers they did a really good job with that. Like Endgame, they did a great job kind of bringing everybody together. But I don't know, maybe I can't think of an example, but sometimes I think it just is a little bit forced. I'm specifically thinking about Spider-Man, where like the pacing of introducing all the characters was just kind of awkward at times. It
You
led
talking
to a
about
cool
in No
story.
Way Home?
Yeah, yeah, like they
Yeah.
literally just threw it all into one scene with Ned and MJ just being like, "Oh, cool, two other Peter Parkers now.
I
Let's
was
figure
not.
it out."
See, don't get. All right, I'm about to catch some flack for this, right? I liked No Way Home. I did. It was an enjoyable film. But No Way Home was not, in my opinion, as good as everyone made it seem like it was. Like it was good. It was fun to watch, but like I personally enjoyed I would say I enjoyed number 2 more than I enjoyed that movie. It was cool to see Toby and Andrew join, But, and this is something I said on one of my previous live streams, if you're not if you don't go watch a movie to see the main character, then does that really even count as a Spider-Man film? Because like a lot of people were trying to compare Batman to Spider-Man. Spider-Man did way better than Batman in terms of sales. Well, yeah, because everybody wanted to see the Spider-Man that we saw in 2003. That's what they were there for. They were there for Adam Molina. They were there for Willem Dafoe. They weren't there for Tom Holland. When people went to see Batman, it was Batman. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna say, does anybody know? I haven't really looked into this. Why does Jamie Foxx not look like Max in the first movie before he went all blue? What did Jamie Foxx literally just be like, I don't want to do that this time. I just want to be Jamie Foxx on the screen. Let's just make me Jamie Foxx. Because
I'm willing to
I know
bet.
you can blame it on multiverse stuff or whatever, but it's nowhere close to what he looked like either before his accident or after his accident. They're just like, let's just put a good-looking guy on the screen, and he's like, I'm good with that.
I think that has a lot to do with it because they were saying the same thing for Tobey Maguire. They were saying Tobey Maguire, they had to beg him to come to the set. They said that they had already started shooting and filming and everything without him because they didn't think he was going to show up. And then he finally agreed, but then he agreed with, I'm not putting on any makeup. I'm not putting on none of that. I'm just going to show up to the movie. And that's why he looked the way he looked. Like he looked very like dried out in the movie compared to everybody else. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, and I think it played out well for his character too. I mean, it left
it was fine.
Very much open as to what he's been through in the last, 20 years or whatever the timeline is for him. But like I kind of equate him to like what Peter B. Parker went through in Spider-Verse. He's like he's had a rough, however many years being Spider-Man. And
I'll be honest though. So there was some Spider-Man artwork, right, that people had like been working on way before the movie came out, but we knew about it. This was when it was all speculation. And they had Tobey Maguire with like a full beard. He looked a little bit older than he did in the movie. And I was like, yo, that looks so cool. I would have been happy if they did that. That would have been fire to me.
Yeah, he had kind of like that jacket costume look too, or like he had like this flap over here. Kind of, I don't know what it looked like. I know it's based off of a Spider-Man from like the Spider-Verse comics, but I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, I thought that would have been awesome.
I would have been all over that look, man. I would have been flipping out. I was really hoping they did that, but I mean, it was still cool. We got which one? Me, and they start pointing. I thought that was cool. So
that was good. But it's a little bit forced, a little bit too forced.
I agree.
Like but hey, Peter, which one? Peter Parker. Yeah, no, still like which one? So it was good.
It was one of those scenes that was forced, and that's why like forced scenes don't bother me if it's not like too over the top.
Yeah.
But when it gets to the point to where it's cringy, then I'm like, oh man, all right, nah, I can't do it.
One thing I really loved about that movie though is looking past the two other Peters coming in or all the villains, but just Tom Holland and his interactions and like his finding who he is as Spider-Man to want to help not only the people in trouble but also the villains was huge, because you've seen that in Spider-Man comics and stuff where he's not just fighting people, but he's actually trying to save the villains, and I think that played in a big way in this movie. So.
You cut out a little bit. What did you say? Fighting people and what?
Well, it played really well for him to want to help, save the villains as well. Like that was huge, and I love the way that they got that story through with Aunt May and everything, and got into great responsibility, but not just to save people in trouble, but save the villains too. That was great. So,
I thought that was
the theme of the movie.
I thought that was interesting, right? Because Doctor Strange. Well, no, I can't say that because it would technically be a spoiler. All right, so I'll just put it like this.
I've had it all spoiled if you're worrying about that.
What's up?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it for me. I've had it spoiled, but
No, no, no,
for
no,
the
no.
for the
I'm
audience.
not gonna do you like that. No way. I hate that. But Doctor Strange in that movie, Spider-Man, was different than Doctor Strange in Multiverse of Madness in terms of some of his actions. Like he
Okay.
was more cold-hearted in Spider-Man. And then when you watch Multiverse of Madness, you'll kind of be like, that's not the attitude you had last movie. So it was weird. Shrill Galaxy said Toby was looking like a pastor. Youth Galaxy head at. I don't know what part you talking about. A pastor?
When he shows up, he's got like a cardigan on and a blue shirt, and I
Oh
think
yeah, you're right.
Andrew
When he
even
comes
says to
in.
him like, "Do you have a suit, or are you gonna go looking like a youth group pastor?" I think he even said something like that. But, and yeah, I always
I
wear it. So.
yeah, I actually had that shirt on last stream.
Oh, this. Yeah, but
Yeah.
in the movie, like he shows his like Spider-Man costume underneath his shirt.
Oh, I
But yeah,
thought you. I thought you were showing off the shirt.
well, yeah, but that too. But
Nice, nice. But yeah, nah.
I like your shirt too.
This is
Mental
something
health aware.
my mom actually just gave me yesterday. Matter of fact, it's a mental health awareness shirt. She deals with like mental health and stuff. My mom's cool as hell. She does some crazy stuff. So I was like, yeah, I'll just throw it on for the stream. Why not? Funny how Doctor Strange lost to Peter. Sup, homie? Is it Goku bashing time already? Clockwork Orgy is bringing the. You already know. He's bringing the trouble. I'm ready to talk about this Superman versus Goku whenever you are.
All right.
I'm
Well,
gonna let you lead into that conversation.
okay. So basically, I
I
don't
just gotta
have a
drink my
definitive
water.
answer. You're good. I don't have a definitive answer for who wins. I just know that Superman, if he's in sunlight at any time of the day, actually, because he gets sunlight from the moon too, he will be able to replenish his energy endlessly. Where
Okay.
Goku doesn't, but Goku's got so much freaking energy, it probably wouldn't even matter. It's like how long does your battery last to complete this, this task? Like you don't need your full battery to complete the task, kind of thing. So but if Goku were able to instant transmission Superman to any planet with a red sun, done. Superman is just a human at that point. It's done. And then if Superman puts on his glasses, Goku's not going to know what the frick is going on. He's going to be like, "Hey, where'd that guy go with the, it was fighting this guy." He's like, "Oh, I don't know." So Superman could bamboozle Goku pretty easy, I think.
My whole thing, right, is this is how I look at the Superman versus Goku thing. Because a lot of people that were coming at me were like, oh, yeah, you don't read comics. You don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, but I do. I know exactly what I'm talking about. And their whole everything is cosmic armor Superman destroys Goku. And I'm looking at it like this, right? Cosmic Armor Superman is a story that has been retconned. It technically isn't canon to the character of Superman. It's almost like a side story, just like Super Saiyan 4 is to Goku. Goku does not have the Super Saiyan 4 ability. It's a side story. What Goku does have is everything all the way up to Ultra Instinct. Then you have Superman, who on every occasion that we see him, live action or even in most comic books, Superman is 100% nerfed from this cosmic armor Superman that everyone wants to talk about. We have never seen him use that on screen. And when was the last time that was even written as a comic? I think the Cosmic Armor Superman comic came out mid 2000s, if I remember correctly. I was just looking at it the other day. It was somewhere mid 2000s. We're still in the 2000s, but yeah, whatever. Anyway, the Superman that we see has, yes, super strength, incredible speed, his I forget what you call it, ice breath, freeze breath, whatever. all that stuff. He's still powered by the sun. He's still super strong, but strength is not enough to defeat Goku. Goku is a tactician. Goku, and they always want to talk about his speed too. Like, I got a comment. A dude was like, Superman is faster than a bullet. He would take Goku out before Goku even saw him coming. And I'm like, bro, Goku's brother Raditz, the weakest antagonist in the Dragon Ball series, caught bullets when a farmer shot at him the moment he landed on Earth. And I'm like, that means a bullet means nothing to Goku. Being that fast means nothing to Goku. Goku is literally fast enough to break time itself. In his fight with Jiren, Mastered Ultra Instinct, he was sitting like this with his arms like this. Jiren was swinging down from above him, trying to tear up the rubble so he would fall out of the tournament. Goku didn't even look like he was swinging back. To the naked eye, it looked like he was sitting still. So I'm like, all these comic book fans that are telling me you don't know anything about a comic book Superman. Yes, I do. But I guarantee you most of those same people don't know anything about, probably don't know the whole story to Dragon Ball Z, but they don't know anything about Super, which is canon. So I'm like, y'all are not about to hit me with this argument. Like, what's up?
Yeah, just saying, like, the cosmic armor Superman. It's like in the DC universe, or in DC, there's a multiverse. There's 52 universes, and I'm sure in one of those universes, he's got this ability to do it, or this this special thing that makes him. Yeah, it's nice to fall back on a multiverse. Argument or whatever, but Goku, who we know Goku, could beat Superman. I think that's fair to say. So.
But the thing with comic book fans, right? Like, they always want to go to the most powerful non-canon version of a character. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if 2 years from now, the argument is, oh yeah, Gamora can beat Android 18. If you read Guardians of the Galaxy, Universal Defenders, Gamora bench pressed the planet with her toenail. Bruh. And I'm just like, really? Because that's the argument that, like, everyone has, right? Because I was talking about the Vegeta versus Thor thing. Yeah. And I was like, y'all are crazy. Crazy to think Thor can even take a Big Bang attack, or a Final Flash, or a Gamma Burst Flash, or Gallic Gun. Like, dude is out of there. And the first thing they want to go to is, well, if you're talking MCU Thor, or if you're talking grounded Thor from regular comics, yes, but we're going to talk about this Thor that is non-canon. And I'm like, okay, well, if we talking non-canon, let me throw Super Saiyan 5 Vegeta in here. And that was just fan art from when I was in, third grade.
Right.
That's what kills me.
Popular.
I'm like, what's up?
Really popular fan art, but yeah.
Yeah, it was dope too. It was hella dope. All of that stuff was dope. Goku could always.
Magazine.
What's up?
That's how I saw it. I think I saw it in a magazine once. I can't recall which one it was, but like, it wasn't just fan art. It was like, people writing articles about it. So.
Yo, shout out to Rashawn, man, for the $2 super chat. You did not have to send a super chat, man. I always say that. I do these live streams for fun. I'm not trying to get any money off of you guys. If y'all want to help me out, just go watch my videos. As long as y'all do that, I'm good. I'm A1. But I do appreciate it, bro. And I like the comment also. If you would have said that Superman beat Goku, though, I would have sent you that $2 back. Omega says Superman wins both of them at full power. I don't know about that. Goku can't beat MCU Wanda. I will disagree, because magic doesn't work on Goku. We just saw that recently in the Moro arc. Moro uses magic. It didn't work on Goku.
And magic is one of the things that Superman is vulnerable to. So Wanda would take him out in an instant.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it goes.
Some of my boys know what's up, though. Shrill Galaxy. Like, yeah, he's not one-shotting the people he's fighting in Super compared to stuff from Z. one flick and they're dust. Exactly. A lot of people don't know that, man. Like, they have no idea how strong Goku actually is. Superman Prime versus Goku. I'm always going to go with Goku. Always. Death Battle always screws over Dragon Ball because they are comic-based fans, yo. Like, the only person I know who has a 100% balance between comics and anime is The Amazing. I have sat and talked to him even when we're like gaming, playing Fortnite, and it's been a while, but like, he can tell you about any anime just about, and he can tell you about any comic. Like, I don't know how he has time to balance all that, but he knows it all. I might need to get him on here one day and see his opinion on this.
I'll watch that. I'd pay to see that. I'd pay $2 to see that.
To watch him on it. We've discussed it. I asked him about coming on. It's been a couple of weeks now, and he agreed, but I haven't reached back out to him. Like, I don't like bothering people, so I'll usually just do lives by myself. And if someone says, "Oh yeah, I want to join," then heck yeah, come on. My boy says, well, Goku. What's up?
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead, read them.
Nah, I was just reading all the comments. Everybody's saying Goku for the win. I agree with y'all, everybody. That's what I say. Death Battle is not the conclusive answer for these battles because they mix in different versions of the character instead of the baseline characters. Thank you. That's literally all I'm saying. Like, you can't pull in only Super Saiyan God Goku and then go and grab Superman Prime when he's at his best, but you're not grabbing Goku at his best. I don't know, man. I don't get the Death Battle stuff, but some people, like, that's like Fox News to them. Like, that's their go-to. It's like, this is the only source of news I have. They said it, so it's law. And I'm just like, all right, whatever, man. So I just post pictures, let them get upset about it.
Yeah, I think that's all that we need to do is just have fun with it. You know, I don't know if people need to be getting angry or salty up in this, but it's just.
Did you see what happened with old dude that was like going off, yo?
No.
There was a dude who was like typing pages on my post, and I'm like, yo, fam, I'm not about to read all that. And like, I was trying to be cool about it. I was like, look, yo, chill. But I even had people commenting on it, like telling him to chill. So I was like, all right, I blocked him one day, and I was like, all right, maybe he'll shut up. So I unblocked him, and then he came right back, did the same thing. So I was like, all right, I'm done. So I blocked him again. Dude found me on Facebook, yo, and sent me a.
Would you hang on 1 minute? I gotta just go check something. I'll be right back.
Go ahead, man. I'll read the chat. The guest has stepped away. LLTLDR. What is TLDR? Shrill says, Fox News, true. Yeah, you know how those Fox News people be, man. Rotor. They are 100% about Fox at all times.
Rotor.
Superman is hot. Goku is not. The end. Heather, that is very subjective. All right. You might think Superman is hot. Some people might not. The whole point of Goku is always about going over the level of cap in a video game. Facts. Too long, didn't read. Oh, shoot, hold up. Somebody said I skipped comments. Kyle, Ace, you skipped some of my comments. Was similar to what Rashawn. All right, let me go back. Goku could always beat Superman even without Ultra Instinct. I said that, and I agree. What else did you say, Kyle? Doctor Strange character was assassinated for the plot. So that's way back. I kind of agree. But yeah, Clockwork, you're right, man. Like, certain stuff, I don't know, man. Like, it's too long, bro. Like, I don't have time to read paragraph after paragraph after paragraph on Instagram. Like, I'm not about to do it. I think we can all agree they're both hot, but Ace. Wait, what? True Galaxy, you compliment me, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. I made it. GKHN Fusion. What's up? What's up? Goku can beat Saitama. I've always said that. And people always think that I'm a Goku fanboy. Like, I'm not, yo. I promise I'm not. Goku is my least favorite character in Dragon Ball. But the comparisons don't make sense to me when people say certain characters can beat certain characters. So I'm only that I rest my case on that one. That's how I feel about it. But since you brought it up, I did want to speak on it. I was prepared for this one.
The Saitama?
Oh no, the Goku versus
the Goku.
Superman.
For
that
sure.
would be a good fight. Who you got in that one? Goku versus Saitama.
Well, I mean, Saitama's the one punch man, but that means you got to land a punch. So Goku takes the win.
That is true.
That's how I feel.
I don't know, man. The more I think about it, though, because Goku is stupid, right? Sometimes he might let Saitama, if Saitama tells him who he is, right? Like, oh yeah, I knock out all my opponents with one punch. Goku is dumb enough to be like, oh, let's see how strong your punches are. And he'll try to tank it. And that might not end so well. So who knows? If Goku can beat Superman, then Vegeta can beat him too. I'm going to go, and 26 people are here, right? I'm about to make some people might get mad at me for this, but I'm going to say it anyway, right? I legit, honestly, wholeheartedly, not trolling, I do believe that Piccolo can beat Superman. I mean that when I'm no smile on my face. I mean that, y'all, when I say that. But I'm gonna leave the Goku and Superman stuff alone because unless you got something you want to add to that.
Well, no, I mean I haven't pondered that fight at all, so I don't know. But I think in general, Dragon Ball is just on a different level than base level Dragon Ball on a different level than what DC's dealing with. But
exactly,
different specialties. So, I won't say this or that for one or the other, but I gotta say your Krillin slapping Superman photo that was amazing. I love that.
Oh, 86 Wallen. 86 about to shift the chat, yo. 86 about to shift the chat. They about to start attacking him, yo. I wasn't gonna go that far. I did post that, but I didn't mean that when I posted that. Like Krillin actually beat Superman. I didn't mean that. But I knew some comic fans were gonna take it personal. So I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and do that real quick. Because then I did like Zenitsu, Sukuna, and I ain't gonna lie, I think Sukuna actually can. Do you watch JJK?
I don't. I've seen the first 3 episodes and I just needed to jump back into it. But I've been working my way through Naruto, so.
Oh, okay. Where are you?
I got to. Let's see. The 3rd Hokage is fighting the 1st and 2nd Hokage, brought back by.
Okay. That's like episode 70-ish.
Yeah, season 3, something or other. It's.
Okay, I knew I was close. It's somewhere around there.
Yeah,
the whole
Sakura
story
is chasing Gaara. That's about where I ended off. Like I think last time I watched an episode was 4 days ago or something like that. So 4 or 5 days ago. But yeah,
the whole story is about to shift from this point. That's all I'm gonna say. It's the original. Are you watching the fillers too?
Yeah. Yep.
Do you like them?
I'm enjoying them. I grew up watching Dragon Ball with the filler, and it's feeling like a kind of just an iconic anime. It really helps with the. I mean, I know it can drag on and it can lose people here and there, but I mean, any anime could if they're doing just filler episodes. But I've been enjoying it thoroughly. So
I'll say this, right? Naruto originally has, if you watch the original series, 135, not even that, 120 episodes are probably what's canon. Probably about 120 episodes is what I'm going to say are canon. The series has the first series has 220 episodes. So almost 100 episodes are going to be non-canon. And it starts after episode 134. So once you get to 134 and you finish that episode, if you're watching it and you're like, ah, man, this is kind of boring, and you want to skip, you can skip to like the last 15 minutes of episode 220, and that's what's canon. And you can go right into Shippuden, and you will have not missed anything.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Just a heads up, because like from 134 to 220 is a lot of episodes of filler. It can get pretty crazy.
Noted. Thanks. I'm gonna keep coming to you for advice on watching it. So I know there's
I've seen Naruto.
Slew of movies and stuff too. So for Shippuden and whatnot. So I don't know where they fall in, or if they are
nowhere.
If they're just okay.
Now you can. Some of them are good. Some of them are kind of whack. The only ones that actually tie into the story are The Last and then Boruto.
Okay.
Those are the only ones. And you can watch those after you finished Naruto and Shippuden. So you got a while.
Gotcha. All right.
Like, do you mean, wait, Naruto filler is pretty dreadful. I need a new way to watch it. It's on Wikipedia. You can literally go look up the episodes that are canon, and it'll tell you what's not canon. It'll even tell you, okay, episode 120, the first 10 minutes are canon, and then the last 20 minutes are filler. So you can skip. Like it gives you detail. He's still talking about Death Battle. I'm leaving Death Battle alone, man.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave them alone. But seriously though, right? It's all fun and games. Like I'm not personally attacking nobody. I don't think anyone is personally attacking anybody by this. Because the guy, I can't remember what his Instagram name is. The guy who created the hashtag Cal versus Kakarot, he just wanted it to be fun for everybody. He wanted everybody to have fun taking shots. So if you take shots, go take some, enjoy it. The thing is, don't attack anybody because their opinions are different than yours. He's been commenting on all of my posts, joking like, that's cap. This would never happen, yada, yada, yada. And I just laugh. And that's what we do. So just be respectful about it. That's all it is. And for the people that aren't respectful, those are the ones that make me keep making posts. I got bats. What do you mean bats? You got bats in your house? Superman is strong by DC standards. That's it. Black Panther versus Batman. Who you got on that one?
Well, damn, I don't know. I mean, Batman he's the way to go for most things. I mean, Black Panther's got speed, he's got strength, he's got, vibranium powers, he's got all that, but Batman's fought the Justice League before. So
yeah.
I think he's got it.
I would say it could go either way, man. Because I've read some Black Panther comics that this dude, and this isn't even it is overpowered, but it's not something that's been retconned. It's just abilities that he can create with his suit to where he can actually move at the speed of a panther and attack with the same force, but also outputting vibranium to create this high destructive power. I forget which one it was. It was Black Panther versus I don't remember what it was. It was a guy with a spear, white guy with a spear, and he had a tiger. And Black Panther, it was a comic I was reading, and I was like, yo, this is insane. Black Panther's powerful, man. And if Batman was to take a hit, even in his toughest armor, I don't know. Certain fights, I don't think Batman would win. And Batman's my boy. So it could go either way. And I say the same thing about Moon Knight also. Batman fighting a base level Moon Knight, Batman's got it. But if Moon Knight is fighting Batman on a full moon, my boy Batman is going down. White Tiger. Yeah, you're right. You're White Tiger. Rashawn.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You want to talk figures?
That's what I was about to go to, man.
All right.
Your Saiyans win. Saiyans always win, man. All right, so I haven't caught up with you on figures since who knows how long, man. So at the current time, I want to know, what's your favorite figure that you've picked up since the last time I talked to you?
Favorite figure that I have since you last spoken to me has got to be Sentinel Miles.
Oh, that Miles?
This guy has clinched it. He broke my top 10 number one spot easy. I have the Mofex as well, and so just giving him the fabric coat or whatever, and, no contest. He's fantastic.
That's
Smooth
a dope
posing.
figure, man.
Yeah, he can get great spider stances and everything, and really dynamic stuff. Accessories are fantastic, and can't go wrong. I don't have Peter Parker yet, but I've got him paid for and just waiting to ship. So
the Peter B?
Yeah, Peter B. Sentinel. So
where'd you order it from?
Big Bad Toy Store. It took a while to process, and then I've got it paid for just in my pile of loot waiting to ship. So.
Oh, okay. I was about to say they still haven't got that figure.
No, I got mine probably a month ago.
What? What?
Yeah,
like
really,
the pre-order opened back up?
No, the like I pre-ordered it when it first came out, and then it just took forever to process on my end. A couple of my buddies got it like a week before I did, so I don't know.
That's crazy, man. Because it seems like that figure's been out now for a minute.
Yeah.
I don't know. I stopped keeping up with them. I was hoping that they were gonna make Spider-Gwen.
Yeah, that's my big hope too, because I passed on the Mofex for Spider-Gwen just because, like how dainty Miles was, and Spider-Gwen was going to be about the same. I had some issues with the joints on Miles for that, and so I still have him and I still like him, but it's a fragile figure, and I thought Gwen would be the same. So I'm hoping that Sentinel gets around to that one. If they're doing the Spider robot one, then I don't doubt that they would do that. So
yeah,
and,
I feel like Gwen should have come first because the main three was Miles, Peter, and Gwen. So I felt like she would have naturally come next. Hey, whoa, hold up, wait. Lake Wilson, Amazon has what for pre-order? If you're talking Peter B, let me know because I need to get another one. If you're talking Peter B, send me. What's up?
Did you get the one with the big head, like the big statue, or did you get the regular?
Yeah. And I did not need that statue. I didn't know where to order them without it.
Yeah, they dropped them like, I don't know, 3 weeks after they dropped the regular release with the big statue for the the non like the pared down version, and I had already put money down on that one, so I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm getting the big head one. But
yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I wasn't tripping about it. It made for some cool shots, but I was just like, I don't really need this. And I never could find the one without it. And then I would have people send me links and it would be sold out. So I was just like, whatever. But Lake Wilson, send me that link on Instagram because I need another Peter B. Go ahead and send me that whenever you get a chance. I would greatly appreciate it. And then remind me when the stream is over. I got one on pre-order right now. Cool, dope, yeah. Do not forget to send me that. I'm going to need that off you, my boy.
Yeah. So other than Sentinel Miles, I've got a handful of other things that I've really enjoyed, but Dragon Ball is just always killing it with the stuff that they're dropping. I finished the Ginyu Force thanks to you.
Oh yeah.
So that guy's a beast, and I had a lot of fun with those. And
I so want to get that back, man. Like,
well, let me know when you want it back.
Not from you, obviously, man. I would never do that. I'll buy it. But I was thinking, because I was like, Raccoon was my favorite from the Ginyu Force, right? And I had that figure and I enjoyed it. But the others frustrated me so much that I had to let go of them. Because the shoulder pad on my Jace broke.
Yeah.
I couldn't interchange the head on Birder. Guldo, I just hated Guldo because it was a statue.
Yeah.
And I was posing around Raccoon like crazy. Like there's like probably 50, 60 shots of Raccoon I have in my gallery I haven't posted still. But I was like, yo, I'm posing this too much. The other Ginyu Force figures are not working for me. And then on top of that, my Frieza had the neck peg was like really strained. And I was like, man, I'm getting rid of all of this stuff. I'm talking about my first form Frieza. So I was like, man, I'm getting rid of all of this stuff. I'm just going to let everybody know what's up. And I'll let them go. What happened?
I got first form Freezer right there. Yeah, mine. I really enjoyed that figure too. That was
He's
awesome.
so dope.
It's been on my list for a while. That first form.
Those are ones I didn't want to get rid of because it felt good completing that Frieza team. But I was having problems with him, man. And then coming right off of getting my first Bardock, being excited for Bardock, and then it broke. So I'm like, yo, y'all are killing me, man. And it was a lot of them I saw were manufactured in Vietnam. So I was just like,
Yeah, and that's actually something I wanted to mention. Like I wanted to talk about like the fact that I don't like to watch reviews often if it's a toy that I really want to watch, really am excited to play with, because I like to experience it for the first time or whatever. But Bardock was one that I was super excited for. I've been waiting for this figure because everybody's been doing the customs. There's the legends out there that have been making them and selling them and stuff. So he's out there all over custom wise. But that was one I was like, oh, I can get Bardock finally. This is amazing. And I wanted to keep it clean and fresh. And I was like, nah, you know what? This is taking forever. I want to watch Ace's review. And you were like, hey, watch out on that arm. Like, and so I did what you recommended, and I'm so thankful for it. So now I watch your reviews even if I'm excited about the figure and want to get into it fresh. So
I totally get that too, man. There's only at this point there's 3 reviewers that I watch consistently. D Amazing, of course. You really just can't go not watching D Amazing's reviews. Him, TF Nut, and 86. Those are the 3 reviewers that I watch. Like, other than that, I'll watch it when I get to it, if I decide to. Or no, there's one more. I don't even know what his name is, but he's a Japanese reviewer. All his videos, there's no commentary. It's just like him showing the figure, music playing, and then he has a bunch of like writing at the bottom of the screen to tell you what you're looking at. His videos are dope because I like the kind of dark theme that he has going on. But those are the only 4 reviewers that I watch consecutively. Other than that, nah. But for me, watching reviews is all about, especially if they get it before I do, it's seeing little things that I might miss. Like, for instance, because that's one thing I'll notice, like with, where's he at? Right here. This guy. I did not know until I watched D Amazing's review, you can actually pull the feet down and then get it to do some ankle pivot.
Nice.
I didn't know that. It's difficult to do, but if I didn't watch his review, I would not have known that. So that's it for me. So I can throw that into my reviews and I'll be like, oh yeah, because D Amazing showed me this, I know it. Or I might not give credit. It depends on how I feel.
Well, it's helpful what you do, and I appreciate it. And I'm sure other people have caught it too because you help out. So keep doing what you're doing, man.
I appreciate the support, bro. I really do. You should pre-order Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta blood prints from Demoniacal Fit. Don't worry, I'm going to be getting that. I will be reviewing that for you guys. But I'll be honest to my people. Wait, what? Ace, it might be Toys Mind. I don't know what that means. I might not have any reviews for the next week at least because I don't have anything coming in right now. Todoroki's supposed to come out the 28th. I'll be on vacation all next weekend, so I won't have any videos for this week, I don't think. No reviews, but I do have one video I know I'm going to drop It's a product I got from D Stars. Do you know who he is, yo?
No.
D Stars, he's a super cool dude, man. Super cool dude. I would check out his page. He makes all kinds of customs and stuff. He actually sent me these custom pistols for the SHF Deadpool that I
Nice.
need to review. I've been slacking.
Yeah, I
But
saw
yeah,
your post of that, or like your picture of it on. I don't know if it was on your story or if you posted or you
yeah,
just
it probably
posted it.
was. Yeah, it's probably my story. But nah, he's a super cool dude, man. I would definitely follow him and check him out. Waiting for that Hawks. Same. That one's gonna be dope, man.
All right,
Oh, what?
since we're talking Yamaguchi, My Hero, who's your next top three that you want? Well,
Next.
actually, I'm gonna say I got Dobby off your list. Who's after Dobby? Who do you want
How,
after that?
what made you
I
think I
got
was gonna?
I got
What made you
he's
think I
your
was gonna
boy.
say Dobby though?
Because aren't you crazy about him? Like, be one of your favorites in the show?
He's cool. He's not one of my
Okay.
favorites, but he's cool.
Okay.
I just realized I do post him a lot though.
That's why I thought that.
Yeah. Now that you, I never realized it, but it's the main reason I post Dobby is because Horikoshi, like I love art, right? I don't know if I told you, I'm a sucker for good art, and Horikoshi will draw panels of characters that'll look really good. Deku, Bakugo, Ochiko, whoever, All Might. And then he will draw Dobby. And it's like, yo, you spent probably an hour drawing Deku, but this picture of Dobby that you drew, this probably took you 4 or 5 hours to draw. Like he gets in his bag when he draws Dobby. So I always enjoy like posting those little screenshots of his crazed expressions and him with like flames and things. Like I don't know. So I do post Dobby a lot. But yeah, I do want him. Other than him, Aizawa would be dope. I would love Aizawa. I don't know if I can count her. I'm gonna count these two as one. Midnight and Mountain Lady. I love them.
I think they would break the internet if toys of those came out. I think
Yeah, I don't know
there'd
if
be a
I
lot
want
of happy.
Revoltech. I don't know if I want Revoltech to do it though.
Well, I just don't think there's anybody else in the game that could really do justice. I mean, McFarlane does
SHF?
okay. Well, yeah, but they're not doing
You're right.
any My Hero right now. But they could.
I take that back because the Harley Quinn from Revoltech was really good. So yeah,
That's true.
they kill it.
Okay.
I don't know, man. There's so many characters. I want those two, but I know obviously we're not gonna get them. So I guess I would just say Dobby. Well, now you said I can't say Dobby.
You can say
Aizawa, Suyu. You gotta have Suyu.
Yeah.
Kirishima, Kaminari, Tokoyami. Like you, just three is hard because I really want Mirio too. Like they would kill Mirio.
Yeah, now you're getting on my list there. Yeah, I've got
Oh my bad.
Mirio.
Go ahead.
No, you're good. I mean, hey, your list and my list can intersect, but yeah, Mirio's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mirio, Gran Torino, and then Suyu. I gotta say, because if you can make them look really good in crouching poses, it's that company's the one that'll do it. So
Yeah.
I think if we were gonna get figures of Gran Torino, better be somebody that can make him crouch and bounce off walls. I think you could do some really cool photos of him. You can make him funny. You could make him legit.
Mm.
And yeah, I think the accessories would be where Froppy would shine, and then yeah, I think Mirio is just total badass. So I'd love that.
Yeah. It's complicated, man. Like, cause I love when it comes to My Hero Academia, it's kind of like asking me what I want from Naruto because I love like all the characters in My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
So automatically I could say one character, and after I say that character, I think of another one. I'm like, dang, but I want this guy, and but I want this guy, but I also want this guy. So it's complicated.
Yeah. I feel you on that.
Someone says Stain. Stain would be dope.
Stain's cool. Yeah, the McFarlane Stain was pretty cool, but just lacking in all function. I feel like really couldn't do much with them other than pose him in one or two poses. Still a cool figure to have, but yeah, I think Stain would be awesome as a.
I never ended up picking that one up. I was hoping Revoltech would get to it, but
Yeah.
they're I don't know
Maybe.
what happened, man. They had a massive delay, and I'm terrified for Todoroki. Like I hope that figure doesn't have any QC issues.
Yeah, that's one I've been excited for sure. So,
Yeah, for
and
sure, man.
I'm ready to just track down a Ochiko from Figma. I never got that one, and I think that figure is probably gonna take a while to get a Rebel Tech Ochiko. So.
I think, don't quote me on this. I think I have a second one. I'll check. And you sure?
I don't have money for it right now. So
Bro, it's been in there since if I do have a second one, it's been there since I got it. I'm in no
maybe,
hurry.
maybe we could work out trades or something. But yeah, if
Yeah,
you got one,
if I do have it, I got you. Don't even worry about it. I'll send it and we'll discuss that whenever. But I think though, don't quote me. I hate saying that and not having it, but I'm almost 100% sure I bought two of her.
I'll know where either way. And if it turns out you do, send me the one that you've opened up already and keep
Nah,
the
bro, I'm gonna send you a new one.
nah for trading. Send the old one. But either way, and that was another question I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
You sell a lot of your figures after you open them. Is how much like percentage wise of the stuff that you get do you end up like either selling down the line or stashing in like a tub or a drawer or something?
So well, you can't tell watching. A lot of stuff that I sell, right? I have two or three of them. A lot because I'm so terrified of after buying figures and breaking them, like it's traumatizing almost. Like when you get a figure that you really love and you start having too much fun and something breaks. So like everything I buy now, I pretty much buy two or three of. Like Jujutsu Kaisen, I've got like 4 Gojos. I know I've got 2 Nobaras, 3 Megumis, and like 3 or 4 Yujis. They're not even open. One of each is open. I haven't even broken the originals, but like Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I've got like 3 or 4 Super Saiyan 4 Gokus. But with my Dragon Ball stuff, Dragon Ball and Demon Slayer are the only lines that I don't collect duplicates of. Reason being is because Demon Slayer has Figma and it has Buzzmon. I'll go crazy trying to duplicate those. And then Dragon Ball, a lot of the time, they're so complicated to get anyway. I don't even want to deal with the stress of trying to get 2 or 3 of them. Unless it's a character I really want. Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Everything else I've left alone. Now, in terms of what I keep, I've let a lot of stuff go, but a lot of the stuff that I let go was lines that I have decided to discontinue entirely, almost. McFarlane. I have a couple of DC figures that I kept because I thought they were cool. For the most part, they're all gone. Mezcos, I sold all my Mezcos. My Dragon Ball line, I did sell almost all of my Dragon Ball line. I'm sitting on about 13 Dragon Ball figures, no joke. That's not including the duplicates I have of the ones that are over there. But I just got tired of the hassle of collecting Dragon Ball, right? Like, I don't like the whole wake up at 2 in the morning or you're not getting Krillin. Wake up at 2 in the morning or you're not getting Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I got tired of all that, man. And I'm glad that I have a friend. I'm not gonna throw his name out there because I don't want people messaging him. But I've got a friend who was like, "Yo, if you want it, I got you," because he helped me get the Naruto stuff. Like the Naruto figure sold out completely. I woke up pissed off, like I was heated. I was ready to fight everybody. And he was like, "Yo, I got you, man. Just tell me what you want." So I was like, 3 Narutos, 2 Sasuke's, yada yada yada. Tell me when to PayPal you, and that's where I'm at. But yeah, that's pretty much how I am when it comes to collecting. I sell a lot of stuff that I don't need the duplicates of, or because I don't have a lot of room in this apartment, right? I don't have a lot. And I don't like to have my figures out anywhere other than my room. So if it's a figure, I'm like, man, I haven't touched this in 6 months. I don't have anywhere to put it. Then I'll sell.
Gotcha.
That's how I do that.
Well, yeah, I respect that because I hoard everything, and it's a problem, and it's a sickness, and I need to.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I still like my army builders and a lot of my legends. Yo, I just stash them like all these right here. I got this little shelf that I don't do that with my imports. That's the thing. I can't make myself stash imports in a dresser or somewhere because my mind says you spent too much money on that. That's not a $20 figure. That needs to be out on display somewhere. And then I'll have it there. And like 6 months later, I'm like, man, I forgot I had this.
Yeah.
So that's how I decide what I sell right there. Now, don't get me wrong. I've sold some figures that I bought back, but that doesn't bother me. Like, I'll sell whatever. Even if I just need the money at the time, I'll sell whatever and have full intentions of getting it back. Like I told you, I wanted to get Raccoon back. I got the money to do it. I can go buy him. If it's $250, whatever. That's not me bragging. That's me saying that if I want it, I'll go get it.
Yeah.
I just haven't made myself do it. We got some people in here talking about some Naruto. I see Madara and hold on. What's going on here? Skipped. Yeah, Peter. Oh, I'm way behind on comments.
What's your favorite Naruto character?
I think everybody knows mine. Spider-Man 2099 Mezco though, so good. I didn't get that. Did you get that one?
No. I have one Mezco figure, and I'm actually looking to sell it. So,
what is it?
It's the Sovereign Knight Batman. It's a cool figure. I don't do well with the fabric, and I think like the proportions are just not what I'm imagining for a figure of Batman for me. So it's a little bit too short and bulky for my liking of Batman. I don't know.
Sovereign Knight, which that's the
that's the middle one. Yeah,
okay.
One. It's the got like a bat drone. And
I think that thing goes for some money now, man.
I think it does, but I'm just looking to sell it for what I bought it for. I'm good. I'll do that.
Hey, have some people hit you up. Make you that money, bro.
If you're interested in the Sovereign Knight Batman that was open for about 15 minutes or so. A little bit.
There you go. If y'all want it, holler at my boy.
Hit me up. Hit me up on Instagram.
Mine is Madara, Kurama, and Madara. Hey, you getting the ninja spawn from McFarlane? Yeah, I have it. Somewhere. But I don't know why I bought that. I just saw it and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy this. And I probably will never touch it. I got the Hunt also. He's right here. This thing I like a lot. Well, I haven't opened it, but
that's like what he wanted to do with Venom. He was like, okay, I wrote a really cool character for Marvel and now I can't use it now that I'm done with that. So I'm gonna make my own Venom, and that's basically what he did with that.
Yeah, that thing looks dope. I have a shot in mind I want to take of him with a bunch of like Carnage figures that I have, because I bought like 5 or 6 Carnage of the Marvel Legends, but I'm like, he's not gonna be able to get the pose that I wanted to, I'm pretty sure, to pose up with those Carnages. So I'm gonna have to figure that one out. I
You
did. I'm
always
even subscribed. Big
instruct
shout
me
out
some
to
blue
you
check.
for subscribing, man. I really do appreciate that. So, this is something I wanted to ask you, man. I don't really like comment on stuff a lot, but I have noticed your photography has just like skyrocketed, yo. And I don't like to say in terms of quality or anything like that because we all start somewhere and then we just progress from there. But man, who are your biggest photography inspirations?
Oh, I
You
mean,
can't
I've,
say
I've
me.
got a well, I've got a lot of well, I got a story I'll tell you in just a second, but um, there's a ton of people I follow that do incredible work with more like kind of I don't want to say portrait stuff, but that's kind of the vibe that I've been going with a lot lately. It's like not so much action scenes or or fight scenes or anything like that, but more just like taking a character, making it look great, and really letting that shine in a photo is kind of my thing. Like,
Okay.
doesn't need a lot of extra stuff. A nice background, a nice um, little diorama setup goes a long way to just turning a photo from a 4 to an 8, even if you just got some nice background. Like I don't know, you can do a lot of great stuff even in your hand. Like just taking a picture of a figure in your hand, you can make it look really good. And there's
Mm,
some people. I mean, the nice thing about Instagram and the toy community at large is like the people that you really like, if you follow them and you talk to them and you keep commenting on their stuff or commenting on their stories, you'll end up getting to know the person, which is
mm.
huge. So like the people that you look at like, oh, this kind of celebrity style person for like how amazing they are, you could you could get to know them like you. Like I followed you and you asked like, hey, anybody got some stormtrooper figures? I was like, oh yeah, I do. Like I'll hook you up. And then it was just like, just kept following you, and that can happen with a lot of different people. But
Yeah.
um, the the bigger thing about my like photography increasing was just investing in like you know quality lights um and better put more time and effort into a single shot and like just really take 20 different photos of the same setup in different styles and just choose the best one. Be a little bit more meticulous because I used to do a lot of like, I still do it. I carry figures around with me most places I go. I'll go to work and I'll have a bag of toys and I'll kind of shift them out, but I'll bring 3 or 4 figures with me and then I'll just like, oh yeah, this is a good time to take a couple photos and I'll go like, snap, snap, snap. All right, cool. And then I'll leave and I'll look at them later and be like, yeah, those are okay. But you actually take some time and just sit down and spend an hour like working on a figure, like a single figure, getting the pose you like, setting something up, you might think like, this actually isn't that great. But even posting those photos is just, cathartic for me. So that's a big part of my photography is just trying to improve myself in little ways, trying to do different things that I see from people. But like I think you do a really great job of making characters interact well with each other, even if one character is totally in the foreground and blurry. The interaction between them is great. So I try to emulate that. Like, um, it's more effects that people use or try that I look at and go like, that's awesome. I want to try that. Um, but yeah, there's people that I look at and aspire to be as good as them someday, uh, and they started somewhere and I started somewhere, so it's not impossible, but
No.
about time and effort. So, um, but
I
yeah,
the reason that I asked you that is I always tell this story, right? So when I first spoke to D Amazing, right? I'm talking way long ago. 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Sent this dude a message, right? And he ignored me. I was like, we ain't cool. We're not cool. And something made me message him again. And when I messaged him again, probably weeks later, he responded to that message. And he was like, oh, yeah, man, I meant to get back to you. My bad. Or something like that. I forgot what it was. And my whole thought process was like, nah, you think you're too cool to talk to me. Because The Amazing has always been what most toy photographers aspire to be. James Atkins already know. He says I love this story, but I'm not gonna go into the whole story, man. I'm going somewhere with this, but like watching him was what I wanted to be, and then I got to see some other people like Mr. Cracky 13, although he's not the best person. I don't know if you know that story, but that's another story. Yeah. Anyway, I loved his photography. Didn't like what he did, but I loved his photography. Like he was a great photographer, and he was super cool, super cool. And he was always giving me tips and stuff, and he helped me with my lighting. And fast forward, I actually have met D Amazing at this point, and we were talking. It's probably been about a year now, because I was having a complete burnout. I was like, yo, I don't know what to do anymore. I feel like I've reached my peak in terms of photography. I don't have any ideas. I don't know what to do. My shots, I'll start trying to work on something. I won't finish it. And his response to that was go back to the basics. And my basics was just black background, pose a figure. Just make sure the light's hitting it right. And I went back to doing that, not recently, but sometime last year. And it was probably the most fun I had had in who knows how long. And that's the reason I asked you, like, who inspires you? Because, like, sometimes they can give you those little small tips that'll push you and make you feel like you'll go back to the basics, but you'll be better at your basics. And then you'll grow from there. And it's like, it's just a cool thing. I don't know if that makes sense, but
It does. Yeah. There's one Instagram photographer I know. His name is well, his handle is Flame Figures, and he does a lot of like Pokemon and anime figures and stuff. I was, I did a collaboration with him not long ago because I was like, I'm gonna reach out and see if he would do it, and he wanted to, and it was awesome. But like I spoke to him about like how always his lighting is always so beautiful and crisp, and the figures just look like pristine, like unreal
yeah.
pristine. So I asked him about it, like how do you get your lighting so well? And he just walked me through 3-point lighting, kind of being like, here's a simple diagram I use, and I try to use a lot of natural light, really um, always backlit, having nice bounce right onto the front of the character, and then just double checking your focus every time you're about to shoot a photo. So that was one advice tip that I got from somebody that really helped me out a lot. And that was when I reevaluated, like, okay, I need to get some better lighting because everything I was using was too dark and either overexposed or or the photo would end up really grainy because I'm trying to up the light in editing and it just hasn't worked as well. So
I don't know if I've heard that name. I have to see the account to know. Who gets me the most? This dude is a photographer like no other, in my opinion. Not just because of his photography skills, but his posing skills. It's Wayne Collector.
Yeah,
That dude
Mert's
is
awesome.
That dude is something else, man. Like,
Yeah,
I literally will just scroll through his page sometime, and I'm like, yo, this guy, everything he posts is fire.
yeah.
How do I
He does
reach?
some he does some insane like poses where he's really pushing the figure to its limits of like what it can bend and do,
Yeah,
and always makes it look like just incredible, like right out of a
always.
comic book or right out of a scene in an anime or something like that. He does incredible work for sure.
Yeah, his
He's a super
stuff
nice
is
guy.
insane, man. Eliza is telling me to read the comments. All right, let me do that. You're right. I'm sorry, Eliza. Let me get caught up a little bit. Yo, sorry for being late. So first off, you were late and you telling me to read the comments. You really rude and disrespectful. I'm kidding. Hey Ace, did you see the Spider-Man Death of Gwen Stacy stop motion? I did not, but I see that it was sick. You excited for BuzzMod Docky? Anything BuzzMod drops, I'm excited for. I just started rereading Demon Slayer, and I have not stopped. Like I went to get my oil change today, and I read through 2 volumes of Demon Slayer. Like I've been back on it hardcore. James Atkins says, I love this. Oh, yeah, I read that one. Thank you, Kyle. I always tried getting tips from Gary Garzin when I first started, never got any. Gary is he's a dope photographer as well. He probably has a ton of DMs. And I didn't understand that when I first started photography, right? Because I tell the story about D Amazing. This is the part I left out. I was so ticked off that he didn't get back to me. I was like, man, this dude thinks he's cooler. He saw my message, yada, yada, yada. Yo, I get DMs now that I just don't have time to respond to. Like I legit does not. Or I do not, I'm sorry. But it's not that I don't want to, man. It's just difficult to do. And so I'll have people messaging me 3 or 4 times, and then I'm super ADHD on top of that. So I'll be reading a message, and if my name gets called, my attention shifts automatically, and I'll go talk to whoever has called my name, and I'll legit forget that I was even reading a message on Instagram. So if I open it and I don't respond, that's just what it is, man. It's not intentional. So yeah, I don't know why I brought that up. Oh yeah, the Gary situation. It's probably not intentional, man. He probably just has a ton of messages. I'm not gonna get into that, Eliza Pina. I don't hate anybody. He's super fire. Wait, he's super fire. LOL. Don't hold any hard feelings. Dude has a crazy following base. Exactly. I know I think he's sitting on like 30, 40K or something like that. I don't know. But it's crazy. Dang, I be feeling special now too. Shrill Galaxy. All right, look. You are special, okay? Everybody is special. But Shrill, I'm gonna tell you why I get back to you more frequently than I do a lot of other people. I'm always looking for what you've got going on, man, because I love music. And so I'm always wanting to see your posts. Like that's when I get on Instagram, I'm not always looking for like action figures. I'll get on there and I'm like, okay, well, I want to see what art this particular person has posted, like legit art. Or I want to see what how Yuzu did in a particular skating event, or I want to see what music this person has posted. Has Kevin Gates dropped that song? That's why I get back to you so frequently. I'm looking for your content. So yeah, that if that answers it. Do by
All about that D energy.
They're never gonna let me forget I said that. Never going to let me forget that I said that.
But the story I was going to tell you. So,
Yeah.
um, I got that the Bronx figure for gargoyles,
Huh?
and it came with those wings for Goliath, like where it's cloaked over his shoulders. And I was like, I want to take a photo of this Goliath with those wings draped over. I'm like, all right, I've got this scene in my mind. Like, all right, I know what I kind of want to do. And I worked up some, techie goons or whatever, and I put up like a space wall kind of background from some Marvel Selects I have. I set up this photo where Goliath's like holding. I ended up using a Cobra Trooper
Mm-hmm.
to like hold him up there, and I got him holding him on his own weight, no stands or anything like that. And I got a couple of figures in front of him. I took the picture and I posted it, and it was doing really well. Like people were liking it, people were sharing it. I was like, this is awesome. Um, and then I was scrolling through your stuff a little while later, and I saw like the exact same photo basically done like weeks before I did. Like same setup, same kind of style. And I'm like, oh, so that's what I was doing. I had a crystal clear vision of a figure or like a pose that aced it. That's what I was doing. So um, basically recreated what you had done. So I get inspiration from a lot of people, and sometimes I might not even realize that I got that inspiration from them, but I usually try to, mention if I got something from somebody. So
And then it could be you didn't even get that inspiration from me because, like, not saying you didn't, not saying you did, but when we're all posing around the same figures. We've all, for the most part, seen these series. We've all read these comics or read this manga. It's only natural that we have some of the same ideas. And so, not saying that you didn't see my post, it doesn't really matter to me, but it could have just been that you legit just came up with that. And then, because I've scrolled people's pages and I'm like, this mother stole my idea. And then I'm like,
Well,
nah, he posted this 2 weeks before me. So I've done that a bunch of times where I'm like, yo, this is my exact post, but he did it before me. How? Like, I've been
well,
flipping out about that. So,
but I probably didn't even realize I was doing it, but it is like almost exact same framing and everything. So when
mm,
I want to give you the credit for it because it's same kind of thing as what I had going on. I was working at it for a while and I'm like, this doesn't
yeah.
look right. Like I need to get it right. And then I finally got it right, what I had in my mind, and I posted it and I was like, yeah, it's what I had right because Ace was posting fire earlier and
I want to see the shot that you're talking about now. Was this like is it recent?
so yeah, I mean your post was
I
I want to
know mine
say
was a
2 weeks
while ago. I
before.
haven't touched the, are you talking about this one?
No, so I did another one a little bit further down. Um, it's Goliath holding a trooper. Uh,
Oh, yeah, you did say it was Goliath holding a trooper.
yeah, so right here.
Oh, this one. Yeah.
Yeah. So now go to yours and scroll
I
back.
already know which one you're talking about. Yeah, see, they do look kind of similar, but nah,
Yeah.
yours is like, this is one thing I'm gonna give you that I'm trash at, right? And I'm glad you brought this up because this goes into framing. And by the way, I'm finna like this. How did I not see these shots, yo? This is sick. Look, that is sick, yo. I don't know how I didn't see this shot. That is a sick shot. Damn, that is a sick shot. A lot of your stuff is all right. I'm not about to sit here and scroll, but one thing you're good at that I am not good at is your framework. Your framework, just in that Goku picture that I just showed you, is so good. And I always want to do full body shots sometimes, but I think my camera only has one frame setting. And so it's difficult for me to do full body shots because I don't like taking my shots like super far away from the figure. I feel like it's gonna make the picture like distorted or anything if you zoom in, and it bothers me. So, but you seem to have that down, man. And
A
just
lot of the
noticing like a
a lot of
couple
the
of shots. What's up?
a lot of the framing I do is actually just kind of what my camera's set at, but I'll get like my camera like this far away from the figure, or I'll get it about this far away from the figure, but that's usually about it. And then I just kind of just tweak the zoom on it. But I'm still learning a lot about like the aperture and stuff and the
Yeah.
exposure. I'm still trying to experiment with that a lot more. So
If you remind me, I'm gonna send you a video. This actually helped me with my photography a lot. It's this dude who gave the most simple breakdown of how to use a camera, like a professional camera. And he goes over ISO, aperture, all that good stuff. But he literally breaks it down like you're trying to explain it to a third grader. But it was so cool because I read the comments on it, and there was a lot of people that were like, dude, you need to be a school teacher. Like, this is amazing. Like, he was great. And I have memorized. I went to school and did photography in school, actually. And I didn't retain any of what my teacher taught me. I learned everything by myself. But I watched that video and I took a couple of screenshots from it. And I just engraved it into my memory from watching it like twice. It's such a great video, man. And I'll send it to you if I remember it.
okay, cool. Yeah,
But
I might have even seen that one actually. I think like he's got a diorama set up and he's got 4 or 5 different figures he's like working in and out, right? I'll remind you. I'll write it down here.
86 is saying he loves your Star Wars shots. All right. I haven't like sat down and looked at any of your Star Wars shots.
So that was for May the 4th. I actually just went back and reposted a lot of my older stuff. I just tweaked the colors a little bit, but I went back as far as like I think 2018 was one of my oldest shots that I put in there. The one with like a clone troopers or it's one of the Rogue One troopers sitting on like some rebar and like yeah, so stuff from way back. And then on Goku Day, I went and did the same thing on my stories. And I went back really far, just posting any kind of Goku photo I'd taken. And yeah, it's kind of crazy, like just taking a look back and seeing what I improved and what I did. Just I think a lot of it has to do with just investing in some nice equipment. So lighting, camera, and then time and effort for sure. So I know it sounds pretty basic, but
we got some people in here who are complimenting your shots. They're saying they love your Pokemon, your DBZ, your Star Wars. I'm going to tell you something else that is super fun to do. Like if you ever run out of ideas, this was something I was doing for a minute, then I just kind of got lazy. But if you're ever just out of ideas, but you want to take pictures, go back, like scroll like way down on your timeline to something you took like 3-4 years ago. And then like screenshot it and tell yourself, all right, I'm going to retake this shot, but better.
Yep.
And then
I've done that. I've done that once before with the Vegeta shot coming out of the space pod. And I redid that. And it was probably from 2018 to 2020, I think, is when I took it. So not like a crazy amount of time, but yeah.
I got
tried to see what I could do to get better. But that is fun to do, and I need to do more of that. So.
Yeah, I love it, man. It's super fun for me. Eliza Pina is always correcting me on my time and everything. So let me go ahead and say this. Me and Dash have already discussed that it's not going to go on over 2 hours. Are you all right with about 20 more minutes, man?
Yeah, man, for sure.
That's cool with you? Because
if you want to call it quits now, I'm good. Either way, like
it's up to you, man. I'm chilling, but the reason I said that because he's correcting me on my time, and I did tell everyone to go watch 86's live stream after this, and people are actually commenting on it, so I'm glad. Everybody after this stream is over better go watch my boy 86. But I am going to be off on time for his show to start. All right, we're both broadcasting on YouTube today, and there's a set schedule, so don't worry. But let me respond to some of these other comments that I've been missing. And then I had one more thing I wanted to ask you too. Where's my YouTube? Somebody, oh no, that's way up. Ace, are you getting the Mezco Dr. Doom? I am not. The only Mezcos that I'm getting right now are the Batman and that Spider-Man. I don't think of anything else. I've got some that I paid for already, like the Constantine and some others, but as soon as I get those, I'm selling them. I'm not even going to open them.
That Spider-Man that you're talking about, is that the new one that just got?
Yeah.
The amazing Spider-Man?
That thing looks so good, man. I could not resist. I told myself, nah, I'm going to leave it alone, but I couldn't.
Just the web effects that they're giving that guy alone are just making it worth it. So
Mezco, like, they drive me nuts, man. Because I'm like you, like what you said earlier about the fabric on the Batman. I get Mezco figures, and I already know, right? I'm not going to be able to pose this dynamically. I'm not going to be able to push the limits of this figure and the leg just pop off. I can pop it back on and everything be okay. This is going to be a break. And they know this. Mezco knows this. So what they do to get you to buy their figures is, okay, let's go ahead and throw in a whole bunch of accessories that we know that they're going to want and head sculpts and make them look nice. And I'm like, yo, y'all are driving me crazy, man. Because I see the Bruce Wayne heads for the Batman figures, all the different batarangs, interchangeable bat plates, all these crazy weapons that Batman has used. And even if I don't want that particular figure to be the one using them, I still gotta buy that figure to put it on my other figures. That's where they get money from me. And it drives me insane.
Yeah, the marketing aspects of some companies are on point for
Yeah, they're
how
smart.
much they torture the customers that want to buy them. For the fact that like Mezco does the like all of the original characters they're doing. I'm forgetting what the name of the Rumble Society. Like
Yeah,
there are people that are down to get every single figure that comes out, and they're all exclusive drops that are happening at this time. And hopefully you have the link to it and stuff like that. Like it's like
yeah,
they're a company that knows what they're doing when it comes to marketing. Then there's other companies that are like shit in the bed basically. It's just like, oh yeah, no, this is out on the shelf now. Like if you're into collecting like Fortnite figures, I don't collect them, but
yeah.
like for what was the company that had them before
Talking about Jazzwares.
Jazzwares? Yeah, they were like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, you want this figure? It's on the shelf. I forgot to mention it before, but go pick it up. Like,
exactly. Mezco it's a slippery slope, man. And shout out to Fabio, because you know who Fabio is, right?
I don't think so.
He is like the number one Mezco collector in the galaxy. He's a bigger fan of Mezco than Mezco is of their own company. But he's such a cool dude, man. Like Fabio's another one who I'd be happy to meet. He's such a cool dude. But his love for Mezco, I don't know how he does it, man. I think, don't quote me on this, I think that he said he has every Mezco release. Like Batman, Marvel, DC, horror, all that. Like Rumble Society. And he buys multiples too. Like of the Krieg figures, he's got like 3, 4 of each. And I'm like, yo, Fabio, you are crazy, man.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
he
Rumble
loves
Society
them.
makes for great character, just great filler characters for all sorts of things. Like if you're looking to make an army, then yeah, Krigs are Krigs are where it's at.
They're
But
cool. Have you ever handled one of those figures?
no, not one of the Rumble Society, just that Batman. But the
Man,
Krieg, no.
that figure, right? I bought two of them. I had the red one and I had the black one.
Yeah,
And man, they felt like they came with all these dope accessories. That's what sold me. But once again, they felt like bricks. So I was like, yo, you gave me this sword slashing effect, and I can barely even get him into a pose where he, like, I'm fixing to tear all of this up trying to pose this figure. Some of them are really good, like the ninjas they put out, like the skulls. Those things are the best figures they released. Those and certain Gomez bodies. The rest of their stuff, with any other line like Marvel, DC, I'm like, what are y'all doing, man? Like, put Joker on this body.
right.
I don't know, man. I don't get their decision making. John Wick could have been a great figure. That thing was straight like trash, yo.
Yeah. Another company that does that like makes incredible looking figures, but I think are just a little bit lacking in the articulation is the Four Horsemen's like Mythic Legion stuff.
Ah,
I love what they do, and they're beautiful figures, and the details incredible on them. And they're doing the Cosmic Legion stuff too coming up. But
mm,
every photo I see of them, they're not like doing crazy poses. They're just kind
no,
of either static or looking menacing, but that's about it. So,
yeah,
but there's a big market for that too, especially in toy photography. So I can appreciate that for Mezco and for that. Like, yeah, there's a huge number of people out there on Instagram that are doing incredible work with Mezco's Rumble Society stuff. And
oh yeah,
trying to think of the character's name, but is it Vape? Like the green skinned guy?
yeah. Viper,
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah,
yeah,
he's like people do incredible work with him, and it looks amazing. It makes me want to get the figure, but then I know like I'm not going to be happy with it when I get it. So
Exactly.
I don't know.
It's stuff that'll do that, man. It's stuff that'll do that. That's why I'm careful, like with stuff that I buy at this point, because there are some things and some people who can just sell you, right? I could go watch a D Amazing review on a character I know nothing about, a character I have no interest in, and a lot of stuff when it comes to him, I watch his videos for the specific purpose of supporting him, no matter what it is, because he's my homie.
Mhm.
I don't know the character, but because he put the video out, I'm gonna give him that view. And by the end of the video, I'm like, yo, I kind of want this. But
Yeah,
I
I had
know
to.
if, huh?
I got that with Deku, like the Figma Deku that came out way long ago. It sold out before it even like started hitting in
Yeah.
like for the dub. And he was reviewing that, and I was like, I love this figure, and I don't even know who it is. I don't know what's going on here, but I need this figure. And I was ready to drop $300 on that figure because it had sold out. And I'm like, and then eventually they re-released it. But yeah, he does it and makes it look like I need this figure now. So
I did the same thing. I got into My Hero Academia right after I bought the figure. And I don't even know what made me want it. I ended up spending $140 on that figure when it was retailing for 60 because it had sold out. And I didn't know who he was, but I was like, man, I spent $140 on this figure. I'm about to watch this series. And so I just crammed the first 12 episodes of My Hero season 1 and I was like, yo, I like this.
yeah,
Ninja Fresh on me. I'm forgetting the comments again. We're just enjoying. All right. All right. My favorite are the Pokemon and DB. Okay, I read those. Ace just sitting there taking all the information from Dash of Salt. He's informative, man. But I feel like I've been talking way more than he has. Like up
SH
the
Figure
V.
Arts Buzz Lightyear.
What's up?
SH Figure Arts Buzz Lightyear.
Oh yeah.
Getting that?
You getting that?
Oh yeah, that looks incredible.
Yeah, had to do it. Everyone, 86 go live soon. No offense, Ace. No offense taken. I'm telling everybody to go watch his. In about 8 minutes, me and Garrett are out of here. That gives you guys 10 minutes to prepare for my boy 86's live stream. Everybody better be there. If I don't see you commenting and then I see y'all comment on my live in 2 weeks, I'm going to call you out. James Atkins, that's the point. Ace poses are always fire. Can't tell you how many times I've went back to your page for pose references. David, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Imagine the price of Buzz mods in like 3 years. It might move a bit or a lot. I don't know. I don't think Buzz mods are going to go up like that in price because I don't think that they sell out. I think a lot of people buy them, but I think it's just enough people buying them for them to continue making them, but it's nothing crazy because you can
There's
still
still a
go and
third
find
party.
what's up.
There's still a third party company for the most part. They're not making bad figures, but they are just not well known. So
Exactly. I hope they don't get well known. Oh, I hit my thing. I hope they don't get well known until they've made every character from Demon Slayer. Therefore, I won't be down to the last like 5 figures and their heads gotten so big that they're like, oh, yeah, we about to charge you $200 for Muzin. We about to charge you $200 for Muchiro. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Because I spent 160 on this guy actually, and I'm still not happy with that. This is a dope figure, and he's my favorite Hashira, but 160 is too much for this, man. It's literally outrageous. I don't regret it, but I do regret it.
with that Buzz Lightyear one, I had a question for you. I was going to ask you a couple lives ago what you were
Mm.
doing, and I ended up not being able to tune in for that. But if you could have other characters from like Disney or Pixar in kind of that like realized style, do you have any that you can think of right off the bat that you would want, like Disney characters in a
Wait, say
realistic
say
style?
that again. You kind of cut out.
Oh, sorry. With the in that realized kind of style with like really either techy or just intense, more intense than like what Disney or Pixar had it. Are there any characters that you would want in toy form like that?
Are you talking about like
Well, like an
specifically
example,
from Toy Story?
no, from like Disney or Pixar in general, something that might be a little bit like softer or you know, child viewing friendly. Like for example, I like the Big Hero 6 a lot. I don't know
Mhm.
if you've seen Big Hero 6. I
I don't
would
know who they
love an
are.
intense I would love an intense Baymax figure, this big like tall robot character that the main character creates, and I'd take the whole team basically, but they're like a Marvel superhero team in Disney. So,
I would say for me, right, the only because I haven't seen a lot of Disney movies, man. Honestly, I have not. I'm still catching flack because I haven't seen Toy Story, but I want this figure. But if there were figures I would buy, like realistic live action versions of, if it was SHF, the first one I would want Maleficent. Don't ask me why. I just really love that movie, 1 and 2. Second, Aladdin. I am a sucker for Aladdin. Uh, Third, I don't even know another live action Disney movie. But if we're talking Disney movies and other figures I want, I just recently watched this movie called Coco, and I want every character from that.
that'd be sweet. That's a good movie.
Every character.
Yeah, another one that I was thinking would be The Incredibles. You give me like a sick, action figure styled
Yeah.
Incredibles, even if they're a little bit odd proportioned or whatever, but just more intense looking, less, I don't know what it
I
is.
got you.
But
I got that would be dope. I'm not gonna lie,
yeah,
that would be dope. Because I did love The Incredibles. I liked 1 more than 2 by far, but I did love The Incredibles. I need to go back and watch number 1. All right, y'all. We got about 4 minutes left. I'm gonna speed through these comments real quick. You see anything you want to respond to, man?
Ace hasn't seen Toy Story. That's all I got.
I've said that like 4 or 5 times.
I don't
I
regret
saw
it, but I
Coco.
regret it.
I
James
saw
Atkins is
Coco.
just throwing shade at you.
James is always messing with me. James and Eliza. Kyle says, I saw Coco in the 11th grade. How old are you? Because I know that movie's not that old. You
It's
like
not.
19, right? Because I know that movie's not over 3 years old. It looked too good. Ace, watch Toy Story.
What Batman
Eventually.
character needs a Mafex figure? You
Shrill
go
says,
any?
Ace, you're going to have to hit me up sometime soon. Would love to join you for a stream one of these days if you'd have me. I'd be down anytime. Let me know, man. I don't mind. I'm cool about having people on. It's whatever. What Batman character needs a Mafex figure? That's the one you just read, right?
Yeah. What do you got?
Who would you say?
I mean, Nightwing. I'm gonna go with Nightwing.
We're getting Nightwing, though.
With Mezco? Okay.
I thought he said, he said Mafex.
Oh, he said Mafex.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. Okay. Give me a second. You go for it if you got something.
To be honest, man, I could go for anything. Red Hood, Batgirl, Robin, Tim Drake, preferably, or Damian Wayne. And then in terms of villains, I'm just gonna say one because I don't want to steal yours. Someone I want a villain of, since we got Joker now. I'm gonna say 2. I can't help it. Either Poison Ivy or Riddler.
Yeah, those would be sweet. All right, I got mine, and it's a little bit left field, but not by much. I need a toy company. Mafex would be perfect to make an amazing Alfred figure. Alfred Pennyworth, let's go. So many people would be down to buy that. Like every Batman needs an Alfred. Like every Batman shot where he's in the Batcave needs an Alfred. And I think that would be.
I agree. I think the best way for them to do that, because I don't think a Mafex Alfred would really sell like that, right? I think the best way for them to do that is to put out like a comic Bruce Wayne and then give it like interchangeable out, like tone him down a bit, like it's a slimmer Bruce Wayne, but give Alfred heads on the side of that. I think that would be the only way, man, because I don't think an Alfred figure would really like sell like that, but a suited body would sell.
Yeah. I just think, old Butler would be a figure that even if people don't like Batman, would still want an old Butler figure for cleaning their dioramas or something like that. So
Yeah.
But I would, other than that, I would say Robin, probably Tim Drake, and I think we're going with Jim Lee style for most of the Moffat stuff. So Jim Lee.
I fully agree with you on that one, man. Well, you got anything else you want to say to the people, man, before I close the live?
Go follow me, Dash of Salt, right here. Go like every one of Ace's videos right now. Go watch them, like them. After 86's live, of course, but go show this man some respect on YouTube because
put some respect on my name.
Yeah.
Birdman voice. Nah, but on the real, man, shout out to everybody that was here, everybody that stuck around. Guys, Dash of Salt is a great guy. I've known him for a little while now. He is a great guy. His Instagram is in the link below. Go follow him, spam his page, like all his shots, show some love. And you guys already know how this goes, man. Uplift each other, stay positive. For the time being, get ready for my boy 86's stream. Also, do not miss that. But yeah, we'll be back. Not next week. I will be on vacation next week. I'll be back the following week. Might have some videos, might not before then. But yeah, everybody have a great rest of your weekend. Stay safe. And Garrett, once again, man, thank you for joining, bro. It's always been a blast.
Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Be easy, man.
All right.